Hello, it is Saturday, February 1st, 2025. I'm Chris Primo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Saturday crossword today, which means it's a themeless puzzle and very possibly the trickiest puzzle of the week. But then again, perhaps not. I've noticed in the Daily Solve Discord chat server a couple of people saying this maybe is a bit more of an approachable Saturday than usual, so we'll see. We'll see if that bears out. And this potentially slightly more approachable edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Overfull Hitbox, Jake Rodkin, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, support this channel, sustain this series day in, day out. For that, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. If you'd like to support the channel in the way that they've done, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you so much to everybody who does chip in that way. And thanks if you subscribe on YouTube. That's a big help as well. It does also help promote this channel to others and helps people find it and helps it grow. And finally, there's that Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community, linked in the description field. All right, let's get on to today's themeless crossword, a Saturday crossword by Kate Chin Park and Raphael Musa, who've constructed, actually, I think I forgot to check, but I at least recognize these names. So at least a handful of puzzles each. And it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. All right, let's start solving, see how we get on. Experience that'll change one's mind. I mean, it could be something like an acid trip or something. When I see experience that'll change one's mind, I think of something maybe, a psychotropic or something. Let's see, Cochise for one. Oh, what is that? I think that's the name of a particular Native American, maybe? Are we looking for the name of a people? I'm not sure, actually, sorry. Calf-length pants. Calf-length. Are those capris, maybe? Oh, this could be acid trip. Oh boy, I'm pleased if I was able to just pull that out of thin air. That might be right. To an extent. In a way? Yeah, look at that. Sweetly in music. Oh, dolce, probably? That means sweetly. Is that right? This doesn't look good. Give in under pressure. Okay, this doesn't look right. Engage, hire. To engage someone to do a job. Maybe this is not right. To hire them. Let's see. Give in under pressure. To... okay. Setting for the Times Square ball drop. I think by setting, they probably mean clock setting, as in time zone. So this would be Eastern Standard Time. Times Square being in New York City. Cochise, right. Okay, Apache, right. I think I was right about that. Okay. A sort of vague memory, but I don't remember the specific context of this historical figure, but there we go. We got there. So to give in under pressure, to crack, that's what it is. Okay. So this was not in a way, it's in part. Yes, okay. I understood this clue in part. I understood it to an extent. Dessert often flavored with cinnamon and vanilla. Apple, not apple pie, but apple tart, maybe? I don't know. Foot slog, a real foot slog. It was a real trek, you could say, a real slog. Broad views could be panoramas. Okay, dolce, sorry, with an O. I should have gotten that. That's sweetly in music. There we go. Okay, so broad views of, some scenery maybe, or panoramas. First sign in the Chinese zodiac must be the ram. Love your work. I'm a fan, you might declare. Typical Little League coaches are parents, I guess. Yeah, that seems right. So Apple Mary, is that? Collegiate focus. I'm not sure offhand. Beef. I don't. Is it a beef in the sense of an argument? What about this? Wild West outlaw. God, I'm suddenly not getting anything. Sojourner Truth's speech in which she said, "You need not be afraid to give us our rights. Speech. So is it the name of a speech? Or is it the occasion on which the speech was given? I'm not sure. Sorry, we'll keep going. Lee, who directed Sense and Sensibility. Ong Lee directed that film. Okay, so there's something I can put in the grid. Things to avoid at all costs. No-go something, maybe? Let's see. I'm not sure that's right. Let's see. Wild West Outlaw. Nan somewhat? Does that sound sort of familiar? I'm not sure. Sergeant of Truth speech. Till one has loved and blank, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. Anatole France. Till one has loved... I'm not sure. I mean, it'll be a vowel there. Oh, is this Ain't I a Woman? Oh, right. Okay. I do know that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Yeah, that's a very famous speech. Okay. So, till one has loved an animal, maybe. Oh, right. Is that what it is? That must be. Okay. Things to avoid at all costs. Big no-nos? Is that, oh, a bandit maybe is a Wild West outlaw. Oh, okay. So I was trying to think of a person, a specific person, I mean. Maybe that's right. Let's see. Beef. Oh, a feud. Yes, it is an argument, or kind of a long simmering argument. Collegiate focus. Studies. Okay. Apple Mart. No, this must be wrong. Apple Tart. Rat. It's not ram, it's rat. Sorry about that. I don't even know if a ram is part of the Chinese zodiac. Okay, well, there we go. So collegiate focus is studies, I suppose. That would make sense. Someone in college. E to F, for example. So in a musical scale, that would be a semitone. Because there aren't any sort of accidental notes between E and F. I guess on a piano, it's two white keys next to each other. There's no black keys in between. So it's a semitone, not a full tone. Okay. Play areas that, despite their name, are actually squares. Diamonds, I guess. Okay. Fair enough. I guess they are. I guess that's true. I mean, although they're both, right? Because a square is also a diamond, although a diamond is not necessarily a square. Coils, or maybe that's not true. Maybe a diamond, does a diamond preclude having right angles? Does it need to not have right angles? Probably not. Anyway, whatever, we'll keep going. Coils, twirls maybe? Napa neighbor. Oh, no, it's not. It's twists, probably. No, it's not. It's not that either. It's something else, because Napa neighbor will probably be Sonoma. So Napa and Sonoma are both counties up north of San Francisco, and they're known for wine growing and things like that, or wineries. Okay, blank Missouri tribe. Oto, I mean, that's a tribe, so could that be the answer? Word between two names. Yes, né, which is French for born. So you might have né before one of your names to indicate that was your birth name. Okay, coils, twines. Okay, that's the answer. Grab bag, contents. I don't know offhand, but I'm going to jump up to this corner to try and finish it off, since it's now been fully enclosed. Many a child actor's manager, a stage mom, is a name for the archetype of a mother, kind of shuttles a child actor around. Blank Fierce, one-time Beyonce persona, Sasha Fierce. At least I know of that persona. Up to would be until. See, people sometimes say up to and until. Does that? I guess that's. No, up to and including is what I'm thinking of. Anyway, back away from my doghouse. Is that a snarl, maybe? The brackets, the square brackets here mean that, well, at least it can mean a few different things, but in this case, I think it means a sound is being made. So we're going to put in a sound, which could be maybe a snarl. I don't know if this is correct, but it's the kind of thing I suspect the answer is. Dubious in modern lingo. There we go. Sus for suspicious or suspect, I guess. And then Anne of Avonlea, literary sequel of 1909. Oh, right. Is that a sequel to Anne of Green Gables? And then Old Oath, Egad is an old oath, which, what does that come from? I think it comes from ye gods, and I think it was contracted over time. Main script of written Japanese. Oh, is it hiragana? I should know this just as general knowledge, but let's see. What might it is hiragana, because what might check your id? It looks like what might check your ID, but in fact, what might check your id would be your ego. So in the kind of triumvirate of id, ego, and superego, your ego might keep your id in check. That's a good clue. Finish line, all done. It's a line you might say when finished. Okay, brief getaway for newlyweds, a honeymoon? No. Is it not that? Is it a sort of different form of it that's similar? Center of a revolution. Well, it could, if a wheel, you read this and you think maybe a political revolution, but I think that's misdirection, and it might just be referring to something like a wheel revolving, and it revolves around an axis. So that's what's going on there. Okay, part of some beauty treatments and the lunar cycle. Waxing, right. So you might have, part of your body waxed, but also the moon wanes and waxes. Unguarded on the field, wide open if you're playing some kind of game and you're not being covered by an opposing player. Brief getaway for newlyweds. Oh, a mini moon? Okay, I haven't heard that phrase, but that's probably right. Ta-da, and voila, or and there, or something. Let's see if one of those works. Amp up, to het up, maybe? That is a kind of slightly quaint phrase to get someone het up. I'm not sure. Let's see. They're heard in a herd. I'm not confident about this. I'm going to delete it. Oh, it is voila. It was my first thought, actually, because this is rev up. So then what's this? They're herd in a herd. Moos, cows mooing. That seems plausible. Group that practices baptism for the dead. Oh, Mormons. Yes, I am aware of that. Okay. So then what's this? Odds and ends? Yes, grab bag contents. It's a grab bag full of assorted miscellaneous things. Odds and ends. There we go. Share the bill. To go Dutch. That is for some reason called going Dutch when you split a bill. I don't really know the origin of that etymologically. Tools for certain appraisers. Oh, loops. So a jeweler might have a loop to inspect a gem or something. Many Everest climbers, Nepalese or Nepalese maybe. Oops, misspelled that. There we go. That's probably right. It makes sense logically, obviously. So let's see. Solo. Stag. Right. Okay. So if you go to a dance stag, I guess you go solo. Render pointless. To negate an argument would be to render it pointless. Figure in history or math. Figure in history or math. So you read this and you think maybe an important historical figure, but I suspect it's not. I suspect it maybe means a figure in the sense of a symbol or something. I don't know. What about this? Morphine source. Opium. Let's see. Grump. I don't know. Blank Day, European Festival, May Day. Celebrated actually not just in, it's celebrated in quite a lot of the world other than the United States. The United States is kind of an outlier for not celebrating May Day. Let's see. Passing author Larson. Don't know. Nella, it looks like maybe. Grump. Oh, I see. Not a grump as a noun, but grump as a verb. To sulk, to grump, to be grumpy. Okay, so there we go. And then something sinuous is sort of snaky and twisty. Okay, there we go. That's good. Five-limbed marine creatures. Sea something, I'm sure. Business with lockers for storing valuables. A gym? Or maybe this isn't that. Business with lockers for storing valuables. There are probably a number of possibilities. The one that comes to mind to me is a gym, but let's see. Figure in history or math. I'm still not sure. Attacks in the press. Hits out at, maybe? That is a way people would phrase that. They're saying, oh, such and such person hit out at their critics in the press. Let's see. So what's the business with lockers for storing valuables? Don't know offhand. How a home might be sold in a seller's market. It might be sold over the asking price, or it might be sold, I don't know. 12 Angry Men director. Okay, well, this is wrong. So 12 Angry Men was, in fact, the first feature film directed by the great Sidney Lumet. It's a great film. He was a very successful television director at that point, but this was his first feature film, and a great film. And then he directed films for, I don't know, another more than 50 years, I think. Incredibly long career, full of many great films. All right, where sub-ID means hello. Is it Laos? That's what it would look like to me. With the L, I mean, I say that having a helper letter there. I suspect that's right, but I'm not sure. So let's check the crosses. Instrument that may contain dried beans. Is it a maraca? You shake. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that fits. That's probably right. Yeah, maracas have dried, there's sort of some kind of shell with dried beans, or by shell I mean like a gourd or something, and they make a sound. All right, decree held by Shaquille O'Neal and Melinda Gates. MBA maybe? Master in Business Administration? I have no idea. I mean, that seems plausible. Let's see. Flat-topped straw hat. I mean, it could be Master of Fine Arts. I don't know. Flat-topped straw hat. Let's see. I don't know off the top of my head. Look at critically. To assess something is to look at it critically. Pseudoscientific bodily emanations, auras, I guess. Okay, that seems right. Oh, a boat hat or a boater, maybe? Flat-topped straw hat. That you could probably refer to a boat hat as a boater. That's probably right. Maybe that's actually mainly what it's called. I don't know. Figure in history or math. Oh, classmate. Oh, it is a figure as a person, but not a figure as in a historical figure. Figure as in simply a person you might encounter in history class or math class. That's what it is. So how a home might be sold in a seller's market. Oh, as is. I see. It's sold as is in whatever condition it is, and the risk is for the buyer. Okay, so attacks in the press. Oh, okay, hit pieces. So it's not attack as a verb; it's attack as a noun. So there were some attacks in the press. There were some hit pieces. So that makes sense. And then the business with lockers for storing valuables is a spa. I was actually sort of on the right track, but I had the wrong specific example. And then sea stars are 5-limbed marine creatures. Okay. Are those starfish, or is that different? Let's see. All right, well, there we go. That was the Saturday crossword. I don't know why I said let's see, as though answering that would somehow disambiguate sea star and starfish. But anyway, the puzzle was correct. So that was the important part for the time being. And there we go. That was a Saturday crossword. So I think that was a bit more approachable than typical Saturday. Let me know how you felt with that. I saw at least one person in the Daily Solve Discord chat server who said they set a personal best for Saturday solves with this one, and wouldn't be surprised if some others had that experience. There was still some good Saturday misdirection. I really like this clue. What might check your id? That's very good. And what else? What else did we have in that way? We had some words that I think were basically new to me. I'm not sure that I've encountered mini moon. Maybe I have. Figure in history or math is some good misdirection there. Yeah, some good things in there. Let's see. Finish line, all done. Oh, I don't remember if I even saw that one. I probably did. But that's good. Anyway, there we have it. That was the Saturday crossword. A nice, reasonably approachable Saturday themeless puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday crossword, which will have a theme. It will be a big grid. And we'll have to find out what's going on then. But join me for that. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.